Okay, हामीसँग लिमिट को एउटा क्वेशन छ. Next question. So how to solve this question? So look at once. So here solution. In solution we have the question this one. X tends to infinity. 2x square divided by 3x square plus 2. So for this question we can divide it by x tends to infinity, 2x square divided by x square, and 3x square plus 2 divided by x square. So in this case we have to divide the numerator and denominator by x square. So for this solution we have one of the result or one of the example here. So for infinity divided by infinity, we should divide it. Always we should divide numerator and denominator by highest power of x. So this is the one of the case. If this case happens or occurs, infinity by infinity case, we should always divide the numerator and denominator by highest power of x. As we know the reason of this, then here is the degree of x is 2. Highest power of x is 2. So divide this numerator by x square and as well as divide this denominator by x square. So this is the highest power of numerator and denominator. So we have the same highest power of x, which is x square. That's why we have to divide by x square in numerator and denominator. Now we can cancel this term and this term. Limit x tends to infinity. So we have 2 in this numerator, and if you separate this one, then we'll get 3x square divided by x square plus 2 by x square. So if we separate this term, then this upon this plus 2 upon this. Now we can cancel this term and this term, and the remaining term we can put the value of x. So while solving this question, we can put this term for x is equal to infinity. So 2 upon 3 plus 2 by infinity. So this will be the problem while substituting the value of x in this denominator. So if we solve it, then we get 2 upon 3 plus 0. So as you know that some finite number divided by infinity is always 0. That's why it will be 2 upon 3 plus 0, and the final answer is 2 upon 3. So which is the approximate value of this function when x tends to infinity. So this is the required solution, and in this way we can solve this problem. So this question is slightly different because if you put the value of infinity in numerator and denominator, then we have form infinity by infinity. So this is also one of the indeterminate form, because as you know that there are 3 basic indeterminate form. One is 0 by 0, another is infinity by infinity, and the next one is infinity minus infinity. That's why for this case we have to eliminate infinity by infinity form from this question. So we can't direct put in this question. That's why for this case we have to do this rule. So dividing numerator and denominator by highest power of x. So this is the solution. So we can see another question. Limit x tends to infinity. 5x square plus 2x minus 7 upon 3x square plus 5x plus 2. So this is the question. So how to solve this question? Look at once. So if you put the value of x over here, then it will be 5 times infinity square. So it will be infinity. So finite number into infinity means always infinity. And 2 into infinity means it will also infinity. Minus 7 means infinity. Minus or plus some finite number means it is also infinity. So similarly, in denominator, if you put the value of x infinity in this term, then we'll get 3 infinity plus 5 infinity plus 2. So overall result is also infinity. So this is the form of infinity by infinity. Here, in solution we solve it by, so let's write the question first of all. Then 5x square plus 2x minus 7 divided by 3x square plus 5x plus 2. So here the form infinity by infinity, this is the indeterminate form obtained by this question. So we have this question, and limit x tends to infinity 5x square plus 2x minus 7 upon 3x square plus 5x plus 2. So this is the form of infinity by infinity, which is also called indeterminate form. So if you see this term in the indeterminate form, then we have to remove this form. And how to remove? So its step is this one: limit x tends to infinity, then 5x square plus 2x minus 7 divided by x square. The highest power of numerator is x square. As you can see this, then it will be x square, and in numerator we have also highest power of x is x square. So what is the reason? Dividing numerator and denominator by highest power of x, that is x square. So यहाँ चाहिँ x को हाईएस्ट पावर भनेको x स्क्वायर हो. x को पावर 1, x को पावर 2 मा सबभन्दा ठुलो x को पावर 2 छ. त्यसैले न्युमेरेटर र डिनोमिनेटर दुवैलाई जहिले पनि x को हाईएस्ट पावरले डिवाइड गर्नुपर्छ. That means this is x square. Now we can cancel it by separating the numerator and denominator. So here we can separate this term like this: 5x square divided by x square, and 2x divided by x square, and 7 by x square in numerator. And similarly in denominator also, this will be this upon this plus this upon this plus this upon this. So write down 3x square divided by x square, 5x divided by x square, 2 by x square. So after separating in numerator and denominator, this will be the expression. Now we can cancel this term. This and this cancelled. This one of the x and one of the x is cancelled. This x and one of this x. Similarly, this x square cancel. This x and one of x is cancelled. Then what will happen? Now here we have 5. So 2 upon x means 2 upon infinity and 7 upon infinity. So this is the expression after substituting this limit. हामीले यहाँ डाइरेक्ट x को भ्यालु इन्फिनिटी राखेका छौं. जुन हाम्रो x भेरिएबल रिमेनिङ टर्म छ त्यसमा x को ठाउँमा इन्फिनिटी, र यहाँ पनि इन्फिनिटी को स्क्वायर मीन्स इट विल बी इन्फिनिटी. So this will happen like this, and here is also 3, only 3. Here is 5 upon x means x को प्लेस मा इन्फिनिटी लेख्ने. So write down infinity plus 2 upon, again this x is replaced by infinity. So write down infinity. So now calculate this one. So we'll get some finite number upon infinity is always 0, and some finite number upon infinity again 0, and here is 3 and similar process 0, and here is also 0. So the answer is 5 upon 3. So as the previous question, this question is also in the form of infinity by infinity. So when we see this form, then we have to remove this form by dividing numerator and denominator by x square. X square. In this question, x square is the highest power of x. So we have to divide it by x square. So in this way, for this case, we should divide this one this by highest power. So this is the solution of this question. So we have next question. Limit x tends to infinity, root under x minus a minus root under x minus b. So here we can solve this question by, so first of all, check the form, whether this form is in indeterminate form or not. So the given function takes the form of, takes infinity minus infinity form when x is equal to infinity. So our limit is x tends to infinity, and when we put this x infinity over there, then infinity minus a means it is infinity, and infinity minus b means it is infinity. So infinity, the root of infinity is again a infinity, so that's why infinity minus infinity. It is the form of infinity minus infinity. So I have written over here, the given function takes infinity minus infinity form when x is equal to infinity. So in this case, we can operate this question by multiplying conjugate. So in the case of root, this is the differences between two roots. So for such type of expression, we should always multiply by rationalizing term. That means if there is minus, then we take plus sign. So it is also called conjugate of this term. So what will be the conjugate of this term? This will be root under x minus a plus root under x minus b. So minus, the opposite of minus is plus. Only you have to change the sign. So x minus a plus x minus b. So this is the conjugate of this term, and multiplying and dividing by the same term, then we get this minus this, a minus b times a plus b. So what will happen? A square means root under x minus a whole square, and b square means x minus b whole square. So this is the algebraic formula, and the denominator remains same. Now we can solve it by removing this bracket and making a square. So x tends to infinity, so root and square both cancelled, then we get x minus a. Similarly, this square and root again cancelled, and we get x, not minus, now minus into minus, it will be plus. So this will be the term, and the denominator is same. Now we can cancel x and x. Now we have in numerator b minus a. Here b is positive and a is negative. So arrange like this. And in the place of x, we can write down infinity minus a, infinity minus b. Or we can write directly infinity. infinity minus a, infinity minus b लेखिरहनु पर्दैन. We can direct write down the infinity. So this result is infinity. Now b minus a, so this is infinity, this is infinity. So this is again a infinity. Infinity plus infinity, it will be infinity. And some finite number where a and b are different number, and this upon infinity means 0. So this is the answer. So if the function gives the form infinity minus infinity when x is infinity, then we can operate it by taking conjugate. And after taking conjugate, applying conjugate, finally we get some finite number upon infinity. And some finite number upon infinity means it is 0. So in this way, we can solve this problem. We have the question, evaluate this function when x tends to infinity. So this is the question. Again, we can see that when x is replaced by infinity, then what will we get? Now let's consider. So if it is infinity, this becomes infinity while substituting x by this symbol, and this is also infinity, this is also infinity. So as a whole, we get infinity minus infinity. So this is the case of infinity by infinity form. So the function gives infinity minus infinity form when x is equal to infinity. So this is indeterminate form, which does not give any solution. So that's why it is called indeterminate form, or its value is which value given by infinity minus infinity. We are not sure. So when x is equal to infinity, now limit x tends to infinity, root x minus a. Now we can conjugate this term, root x plus root x minus a divided by root x plus root under x minus a. So here, this is the differences of two roots or two source. दुईटा source को बीचमा अथवा दुईटा root को बीचमा यदि plus अथवा minus आउँछ भने we always apply conjugate rule or rationalizing the numerator or denominator, whatever it may be. And numerator को rationalize गर्दा we have to take the opposite sign. This is plus sign. So multiply this one, root x लिनु पर्दैन. So what will happen? What is our next step? Then root x is same and a minus b into a plus b. So that means a square means root x square. This means x. Root x को square भनेको x हुन्छ. Similarly, root x minus a को whole square भनेको x minus a. Minus becomes plus because here is minus and in the middle we have minus sign. So sign will be changed. And denominator we have root x plus root under x minus a. So this is the next step after solving this one. So we can cancel x and x. And now we have root x times a. Here is only one a. And here is root x plus root x minus a. As we can see that form infinity by infinity. यो प्लेसमा जबसम्म x रहिरहन्छ न्युमरेटर र डिनोमिनेटरमा रहिरहन्छ त्यति बेलासम्म infinity by infinity आइरहन्छ. So for this case we should remove this x from numerator and denominator. So for this we can remove it by dividing numerator and denominator by highest power of x. So highest power of x is root x. यहाँ पनि root x छ, यहाँ पनि root x छ. Numerator denominator दुवैमा रुट एक्सले डिभाइड गरौँ। त्यसो गर्दा हामी इन्फिनिटी बाई इन्फिनिटी हटाउन सक्छौँ र इन्फिनिटी बाई इन्फिनिटी फर्मको लागि अलवेज न्युमेरेटर र डिनोमिनेटरमा डिभाइड गर्नुपर्छ। So limit x tends to infinity. So if we divide this by root x, and here is also divided by root x minus a divided by x. यसलाई root x छुट्टै लेख्नु र whole as a whole root लेख्नु एउटै मिनिङ हो। यसरी लेखौँ। So root x cancel. Here root x cancel. So we can write it down by like this. So it will be x tends to infinity a upon this is 1, and if you separate it x by x minus a by x, then it will be 1 minus a by x after separating this term, this upon this minus a upon x. X and x will be cancelled. So now we can put the value of x, which is replaced by infinity. 1 plus root under 1 minus a by infinity, and a by, so some number upon infinity means it will be 0, and we get the value 1 only, and 1 plus 1 means it is 2. So this is the solution. Here we can see that a upon infinity means 0, 1 minus 0 means 1, and square root of 1 is again 1, so 1 plus 1 means 2. So in this way we can solve the problem. First of all, this form we can see, and for this we have to take conjugate over here. Then after we have root x in numerator and denominator as well. So to remove this infinity by infinity form, we again divide this numerator and denominator by highest power of x. This is the rule. So we can divide it by root x and root x. So after simplifying or cancelling the term, we get such a term, and finally we substitute this x by infinity and we get the required term a upon 2. So this is the required solution. Okay students, we have one theorem. Prove geometrically that limit sin theta by theta when theta tends to 0 is equal to 1, where theta is measured in radian. So this is one of the theorem related with trigonometric function, limit of the trigonometric function. This is trigonometric function and its limit is always 1 in this case. Sin theta by theta when theta tends to 0 is always 1. So we are going to prove this theorem, where this theta is always given in radian. This theta is measured in radian angle. As you know that angle is always measured in degree, grade and radian, but it should be radian, not in grade and not in degree. So radian is compulsory. So now we are going this theorem, this value is always 1. So let's draw the picture, because it is geometrically we have to prove it. So let's see its proof. So for this we can draw one of the circle, and circle means it is center. So center is O, circle having center O, and we have the one of the diameter. This is A and this is B, and ABC is a circle. So this is a circle. Now write down, let ABC be a circle of radius R, where R is OA or OB. OA is also R, OB is also R. This is also radius, and now we take PB the moving point. So one of the point is taken in the circumference of the circle. So let P be a point, P be a moving point, P be a moving point in a circle. हामी एउटा सर्कलमा एउटा P भन्ने point, moving point लिन्छौं, जुन point move भइरहन्छ, and join, this is the arc, AP is the arc, and join PO. We can join P and O in this way. Now let AP be an arc which makes an angle theta at the center. At the center O. AP भन्ने आर्कले सेन्टर O सँग थीटा डिग्री को थीटा रेडियन को एंगल बनाउँछ. This is the angle theta which is always measured in radian, and AP be an arc. This is arc. This AP is the arc, and this arc makes angle theta at the center, as you see in the figure. So now let BA, that BA is produced from this point. P भन्ने point मा हामी एउटा tangent draw गर्छौं. त्यसको लागि BA side लाई हामी यसरी produce गर्छौं. So produced BA, and from this point we can draw one of the tangent like this. This is the tangent. So the meeting point of this line is Q. So this is another tangent at this one. Let PQ be a tangent at a point P which meets BA produced at Q. So PQ be the tangent at a point P which meets BA produced at Q. Q भन्ने point मा हामीले जुन produce गरेका छौं त्यो point मा यो tangent ले meet गर्छ. So PQ is the tangent. Tangent means a line drawn at a point which point lies in a circle. Circle को कुनै एउटा point बाट just touch भएर जाने line नै के हो त tangent हो. त्यस्तो tangent हामी P point बाट draw गर्छौं जसले BA लाई produce गर्दाखेरि Q भन्ने point मा meet गर्छ. Now we can join A and P like this. Join this A and P. Now AP is joined. AP is joined in the figure, and draw this. Here is draw. We can draw. This is the right angle triangle. So this is PR. Suppose PR is the right angle triangle. This is the perpendicular to this one. Now PR perpendicular to OA or AB, whatever you write. AV is drawn. So this is PR perpendicular to AB is drawn. P बाट AB मा हामीले perpendicular draw गरेका छौं. त्यो अनुसार हामी draw गरौं. So from the figure we can see the one of the triangle OAP is one of the triangle. So write down area of a triangle. Area of triangle AOP is less or equal to, this is the triangle AOP, and area of a sector. Area of sector, this one AOP is also area of the sector. Sector AOP, this is the one of the sector. which is not a triangle, only sector, and less or equal to area of triangle, the largest one. OPQ is the largest one, OPQ. So from figure we can see that area of triangle AOP is less or equal to area of sector AOP. As you go from here to here, then the area of triangle increases. सबभन्दा सानो ट्रायंगल OAP, सबभन्दा सानो ट्रायंगल, त्यो भन्दा ठुलो OAP चाहिँ हाम्रो जुन एउटा आर्क छ, यो आर्क को एरिया ट्रायंगल भन्दा ग्रेटर छ, ट्रायंगल को माथि छ एरिया, र यो सेक्टर भन्दा पनि सेक्टर को एरिया भन्दा पनि ठुलो एरिया हाम्रो OPQ को छ. So in this way we can write down this area. All the areas are written in ascending order. यो भन्दा यो greater, यो भन्दा यो greater. Now this is equation 1, this is equation 1. Now we are going to find area of this triangle, area of this sector, and area of this triangle. So हामी पालै पालो turn by turn यिनीहरुको एरिया निकाल्छौं. यो एरिया हामी ट्रायंगल बाट निकाल्छौं. So let's see here, area of triangle AOP. So how to find area of triangle, this triangle? Now AOP means it is half into base into height. Base means OA, write down OA, it is base, and height means it is PR. This is the height, this is the base, and this is the height for this triangle OAP. So OA into PR. So this is the base into height. So write down this one, value of this one. So 1 upon 2, OA means it is R, and PR means it is R sin theta. So it will be 1 upon 2 R square sin theta. So R into R means R square sin theta. So how to obtain, how to get this R sin theta from PR? So look at once. So this is the reason. So in triangle AOP, as you find the value of sin theta means perpendicular and just side, just opposite to the reference angle. यो angle को just opposite हाम्रो perpendicular छ. So perpendicular is PR, and hypotenuse means right angle को opposite भनेको OP छ यहाँ चाहिँ. So PR means OP sin theta. So from this PR is equal to OP means also we can write down the small r. So it is R sin theta from here. PR को value हामी यसरी निकाल्न सक्छौं. R times sin theta गर्ने बित्तिकै we get the value of PR. So in this place we can substitute the value R sin theta, which is 1 upon 2 R square sin theta. So this is the area of triangle AOP. Similarly, we can find out the area of sector AOP now. Now our turn is to find the area of sector AOB. So write down area of a sector AOP. So how to find the area of sector? Do you know? So in area of sector, so we have 1 upon 2 R square theta. So this is the area of sector. So how to find the area of sector? As you know that area of sector is, the formula of area of sector is theta upon 360 degree, or we can write 2 pi times pi r square. So this is the formula to find the area of sector. So total angle in a circle is 2 pi. Angle को total, circle को total angle 360 degree हुन्छ. So it is 360. So out of 360, here is angle theta. So write down angle theta. Theta upon 2 pi, out of 2 pi. And this is the area of the circle. So total area of the circle is pi r square. So write down pi r square. Now we can cut down this pi we can cancel. So this is 1 by 2 r square into theta. So 1 by 2 r square into theta. Or we can say that like this also. यदि सर्कल पुरै 2 पाई हुँदाखेरि सर्कल 360 डिग्री घुम्दा यसको एरिया हुन्छ पाई आर स्क्वायर हुन्छ भने 1 रेडियन हुँदा कति 2 पाई रेडियन हुँदा दिस इज रेडियन 2 पाई रेडियन हुँदा पाई आर स्क्वायर हुन्छ भने 1 रेडियन हुँदा कति हुन्छ पाई आर स्क्वायर डिवाइड बाइ 2 पाई एन्ड थीटा हुँदा कति हुन्छ अब एन्ड थीटा हुँदा pi r square divided by 2 pi into theta. So if you cut down this one, then half r square theta. So in this way, also we can find out the value. We can use a direct formula or we can use unitary method. 2 pi अथवा 360 हुँदा एरिया सर्कलको एरिया pi r square हुन्छ. होल सर्कल भनेको 360 हो. 360 हुँदा हाम्रो टोटल एरिया सर्कलको पाई आर स्क्वायर हुन्छ 1 हुँदा we should divide it. To find the less quantity we always divide. And theta हुँदा angle is not known here, angle is unknown. That's why theta हुँदा into theta गर्नु पर्यो. यसलाई चाहिँ जति एंगल आको छ into theta गर्नु पर्यो. So it will be half r square theta. Similarly, area of a triangle OPQ. So this is the triangle OPQ, the largest triangle. So this is the area of triangle OPQ. So it is also half into base means it is 90 degree for this triangle OPQ. Base is PQ. Base is half into base into height. This is base, this is height. Or this is OP and height means PQ. This is PQ. This is base into height. So for this triangle, this is base, this is height. The side which is just right angle is hypotenuse, not height. So if you write down the value, OP is radius. Line joining to center is always radius. And the value PQ is r tan theta. So obviously it will be 1 by 2 r square tan theta. So we can PQ बाट यो r theta किन आयो हामी यहाँ हेर्छौं कसरी आउँछ. So this is the reason in triangle OPQ, just now OPQ triangle. So tan theta is equal to P upon B. So P means it is PQ divided by B means it is OP and it is PQ divided by R. And as you find the PQ value of PQ, then it will be R tan theta. So from the figure, just now हामीले जब भर्खरै हामीले एउटा फिगर बनाएका थियौं त्यो फिगरमा tan theta हामी निकाल्छौं यो ट्रायंगलमा ट्रायंगल OPQ मा यो ट्रायंगल OPQ मा tan theta को भ्यालु निकाल्दा perpendicular by base P upon B हुन्छ र P को ठाउँमा PQ same term OP को ठाउँमा R. OP is radius and PQ cross multiplying we get PQ is equal to R times tan theta. So in this way we can write down R tan theta and it will be half R square tan theta. So all the value we can insert in equation 1. So from we get now area of triangle AOP means this one half r square sin theta less or equal to area of a sector AOP. So its value is this one half r square theta and area of triangle OPQ is this one half r square tan theta. Now we can cancel half r square, half r square, half r square from every term. So we get here is only sin theta, here is only theta, and when 1 by 2 r square cancel, then it will be tan theta. Now we can divide it by sin theta. Sin theta, here is also theta by sin theta. Here is also tan theta, means it is sin theta by cos theta, and again divide it by sin theta. Dividing throughout the term by sin theta. हरेक टर्मलाई हामी sin theta sin theta sin theta डिवाइड गर्दैछौँ र tan theta लाई sin upon cos पनि लेखिरहेका छौँ. यसो गर्दा we can cancel sin and sin. Here is sin and sin. So we get 1 less or equal to theta divided by sin theta less or equal to 1 by cos theta. So after cancelling, we get this term. Now make it reciprocal. So reciprocal of 1 is 1. Reciprocal of theta by sin theta means sin theta by theta. And reciprocal of this means it is cos theta. So माथिको सबै टर्महरुलाई हामीले रेसिप्रोकल गर्यौं भने this sign will be changed. Inequality sign change हुन्छ यसरी. Inequality sign change हुन्छ. So this is the rule. है भ्यालु उल्टो बनाउने बित्तिकै sign will be changed. If we know that 2 is less than 3 or 4, then if you make it reciprocal, then 1 by 2 is 1 upon 3, then it will be greater. So this is just opposite rule of inequality. So 2 means 2 is always less than 3. यो हामीलाई थाहा छँदैछ. 1 by 2 गर्दा 0.5, 1 by 3 गर्दा 0.3. So 0.3 भन्दा 0.5 greater हुन्छ. So if we make it reciprocal, then the inequality sign will be changed. So this is the rule. So we applied this rule over here and taking limit. Now taking limit theta tends to 0 throughout the term. Throughout the terms. सबै टर्ममा हामी चाहिँ लिमिट थीटा टेन्ड्स टु 0 लिन्छौं. सो यो लिँदा के हुन्छ? लिमिट थीटा टेन्ड्स टु 0 1 greater than limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta limit theta tends to 0 cos theta. यसरी हामी सबै टर्महरुमा theta limit theta tends to 0 लिन्छौं. So for this we can solve the question. So let's see here what will happen here. Now limit, here is only one constant number, so limit is not necessary here. So we can write down simply 1 is greater than, and theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta, that is we only copy this one sin theta by theta greater or equal to. So this is our target, our objective. हामीले नै निकाल्नु पर्ने हो limit sin theta by theta when theta tends to 0. यो हामीले निकाल्नु पर्ने टर्म्स हो. त्यसैले सेम लेखौं र यसमा चाहिँ थीटा को ठाउँमा 0 राखौं. राख्दाखेरि हुन्छ it will be cos 0. Cos 0. So cos 0 means what? Sin theta divided by theta, and cos 0 means it is 1. So here we can write down. So यो जुन टर्म हामीले देखेका छौं यो टर्म चाहिँ 1 भन्दा सानो हुन्छ तर यही टर्म फेरि 1 भन्दा ठूलो हुन्छ. That means this term will be never be equal and never be greater than the same term. That's why we should write equal to. यो टर्म सँग 1 पनि इक्वल हुन्छ, यो 1 पनि इक्वल हुन्छ. एउटै टर्म 1 भन्दा सानो र 1 भन्दा ठूलो, it is not possible. So we should take this one limit theta tends to 0 sin theta divided by theta is equal to 1. So this is the theorem. This is our theorem. So in this way we can solve or we can prove the geometrical limit of trigonometric function when theta tends to 0 geometrically. So this is the geometrical meaning or geometrical value of this type of function when theta tends to 0. So it will be always 1 in the figure of circle. So area of 3 types of area are shown here. So first of all find area of small triangle, then after area of sector, then after area of larger triangle. And if you find the value over here, then we get such a term. Okay, now limits of trigonometric function. Trigonometric function. भर्खरै हामीले एउटा थियरम ज्योमेट्रिकल थियरम पढ्यौं sin theta by theta when theta tends to 0 is equal to 1. So we have three limits over here. Limit sin theta divided by theta is always 1 when theta tends to 0. Just now we have proved this one. So in number 2, limit theta tends to 0 tan theta divided by theta is also 1. भर्खरै हामीले ज्योमेट्रिकली प्रुभ गरेको थियरमको हेल्पबाट हामी tan theta by theta when theta tends to 0 is equal to 1 पनि प्रुभ गर्न सक्छौं. माथिकै थियरमको हेल्प लिनुपर्छ यसको लागि 1 शो गर्न सकिन्छ. So in number 3, limit theta tends to 0 cos theta by theta, what will be the value? If it is 1, no. So it is not equal to 1. It is never equal to 1. 1 हुने रिजल्ट भनेको sin theta by theta को लागि मात्रै हो, tan theta upon theta को लागि हो. यो दुईटा केसमा चाहिँ हाम्रो 1 आउँछ, यो दुईटा केसमा. So in this case we can't write 1. So this is false result. This will not be 1. But here in this case and in this case, or for sin or for tan, if theta tends to 0, it will be 1. So let's prove this limit. We can prove it also with the help of this figure. Now, limit, this is the second number. So limit theta tends to 0 and tan theta divided by theta. So if we put the value of this, theta को value यसमा र यसमा राख्दा के पाइन्छ? tan 0 भनेको हाम्रो के पाउँछौं? 0. It is the form 0 and theta को ठाउँमा नि 0. So this function takes the indeterminate form 0 by 0 while substituting theta is 0. Theta को ठाउँमा 0 राख्दा it will be 0 upon 0 हुन्छ. So we can't put directly 0 over this in the place of theta. So for this we have to solve like this: sin theta divided by cos theta. Tan theta means sin theta by cos theta, and this theta is same. We can put in front of this one. So we can now limit theta tends to 0 sin theta divided by theta. So one of the result we can arrange like this. यो sin theta र theta को टर्मलाई हामी यसरी अरेन्ज गर्न सक्छौं. And अर्को रिमेनिङ टर्म हाम्रो छ limit theta tends to 0 1 upon cos theta. So this is the another term. So यहाँ sin theta र theta लाई एक ठाउँमा अरेन्ज गर्ने र 1 upon cos theta लाई अर्को ठाउँमा अरेन्ज गर्ने र यसमा हामी सेम लिमिट रिपिट गर्न सक्छौं. लिमिट मोर देन 1 टाइम्स युज गर्न पाइन्छ by algebraic property of limit. So भर्खरै जस्ट हामीले प्रुभ गरेको limit sin theta by theta when theta tends to 0 means it is 1. It is 1. And when theta is 0 here, we can put theta value is 0 cos 0. Theta को ठाउँमा 0 राख्दा cos 0 हुन्छ. And cos 0 means it is 1. So write down 1. So the total value is 1. So in this way, tan theta by theta is again 1. So for this case, also we can write down 1. Sin theta by theta, theta tends to 0 हुँदा मात्र 1 हैन कि tan theta by theta पनि 1 हुन्छ. So these are the limits of trigonometric function sin, tan and cos. So sin theta by theta 1 हुन्छ भने अब हामीलाई यस्तो पनि लेख्न सक्छौं limit theta tends to 0 theta divided by sin theta is equal to also 1. So it is the reciprocal formula of this term. So here is sin theta by theta is also 1 and theta by sin theta means also 1. So it is the reciprocal of 1 and we know that reciprocal of 1 is again 1. हामीले यसलाई उल्टो बनाउँदा पनि यो थीटालाई अपनमा ल्याउन सकिन्छ sin theta by theta गर्न सकिन्छ र sin theta by theta गर्दा त्यो पनि 1 हुन्छ 1/1 भनेको 1 नै हुन्छ सिमिलरली दिस टर्म लिमिट theta tends to 0 theta upon tan theta is equal to 1 so if we make it reciprocal then its value is also 1 so यस्तो अथवा यस्तो जुन फर्म पनि हामी यहाँ मिलाउन सक्छौं so with the help of these properties or rule we can do more exercises many questions so with the help of this property so remember this property this and this we can solve many questions evaluate limit x tends to 0 sin ax divided by x so look at once how to solve this question so this is the question first of all copy the question sin ax divided by x so first of all write down it will be the form of 0/0 form of 0/0 when we put value of x here and here then it will be sin 0 means of course it is 0 and here is also 0 so this is indeterminate form so we can't substitute directly in the place of x this limit so we can solve it like this limit x tends to 0 0/0 आउने बित्तिकै हामी डाइरेक्ट लिमिट को भ्यालु राख्दैनौं यसको लागि चाहिँ हामी यस्तो गर्नुपर्छ टर्म मिलाउनुपर्छ sin ax divided by ax and into a so this is a हामीले यसमा यो sin को जुन एंगल छ ax त्यो ax नै यहाँ इन्ट्री गर्यौं थप्यौं र a थप्दा हाम्रो x त अलरेडी छ not additional term a चाहिँ हाम्रो additional term भयो so we can multiply here so it is divisible that's why to balance it we can multiply it over here so divide गर्ने बित्तिकै हामी यसलाई मल्टिप्लाई पनि गर्छौं so यसमा भ्यालु हाम्रो के हुन्छ त अब if you use the property of sin theta by theta then it will be 1 यहाँ sin theta छ sin theta by theta भनेको 1 आउँछ र a theta tends to 0 छ अब यहाँ ax into a गर्न पाइन्छ लिमिटमा अथवा नगरे पनि प्रब्लम छैन so sin theta by theta when limit x tends to 0 it will be 1 and here is a so our answer is a so this is the answer so we have this question now limit x tends to 0 sin ax into cos bx divided by sin cx so this is the same question or that means it also gives the indeterminate form sin ax cos bx divided by sin cx so it is also the form of 0/0 so check it किन यो 0/0 आयो we can check it x को ठाउँमा 0 राख्दा sin 0 means it is 0 0 into something it will be 0 and sin c into 0 means it is also 0 so माथि न्युमरेटर मा पनि 0 डिनोमिनेटर मा पनि 0 यस्तो आउँछ so we can arrange the term like this sin ax divided by ax into हामीसँग टर्म छ यो sin ax को तल हामी ax राख्छौं मिलाउनको लागि त्यसपछि cos bx लाई के गर्नु पर्दैन यो ax चाहिँ हामी यसरी मल्टिप्लाई गर्न सक्छौं cos bx it is same divided by sin cx पनि हामी के गर्छौं sin cx divided by cx and we can multiply cx now यो अहिले भर्खर पढेको प्रपर्टी अनुसार it is sin theta by theta it will be 1 so to make it to 1 then we can divide it by ax so that's why to balance it we should multiply together जुन कुराले हामी ब्यालेन्स गर्छौं अथवा डिवाइड गर्छौं त्यसले मल्टिप्लाई पनि गर्नु पर्यो cos bx that is same and here is sin theta divided by theta same term repeated यो एंगल दिएको छ जे दिएको छ त्यसलाई रिपिट गर्नु पर्छ into cx लाई ब्यालेन्स गर्नको लागि cx गर्ने now we can arrange like this x tends to 0 sin ax divided by ax this is one of the term and here this x and x cancelled and similarly limit x tends to 0 sin cx divided by cx. This is also 1. यो टर्म, यो ब्रैकेटको टर्म पनि 1 हुन्छ, यो ब्रैकेटको टर्म पनि 1 हुन्छ, and this is a upon c, or we can write down limit x tends to 0 cos bx into a by c. बाँकीको टर्म उतापट्टि लेख्ने, यो बाँकी टर्ममा पनि हामी लिमिट लगाउन सक्छौं. लिमिट यसरी सेपरेट गर्ने. So this will be 1, this is also 1, this is also 1, and when the value of x, this x is replaced by 0, then it will be cos 0 into a by c. So cos 0 means 1 and a by c, so answer is a by c. So in this case we can write down the one of the theorem we are applying here. Sin theta divided by theta means 1. So look at once, this is theta, theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta. So ax आउँदा हाम्रो पनि यहाँ ax अथवा x into a गर्न मिल्छ. X tends to 0 भयो, sin theta by theta always 1 हुन्छ. So as a whole term, यो पुरै टर्म भनेको हाम्रो भ्यालु 1 हुन्छ. त्यसरी नै हाम्रो यो पुरै टर्मको भ्यालु 1 हुन्छ. Here is also sin theta by theta and cos bx means it is 0. X को ठाउँमा 0 राख्दा it will be cos 0. 0 into b, of course 0. So cos 0 means 1, and finally we get a upon c. So हाम्रो यस्तो क्वेशनमा पनि हाम्रो ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्सन भनेको sin cos tan cos x a cot यस्ता टर्महरुमा हामी सिधै भ्यालु पुट गर्दैनौं. पहिला यस्ता टर्महरु ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिकलाई हामी sin थीटा बाइ थीटा अथवा tan थीटा बाइ थीटामा मिलाउँछौं. मिलाएपछि यसमा 1 राख्न पाइन्छ. यो पुरै ब्र्याकेटको पुरै टर्मलाई एकैचोटी हामी चाहिँ 1 राख्न पाउँछौं. So this is the way to solve it. So limit x tends to p, x square minus p square divided by 10x minus p. So how to solve this question? Look at once. So limit, now let's write the question. X square minus p square divided by 10x minus p. So this is the form of 0 by 0. So as you look at this question, then when x is equal to p in this place, then it will be p square minus p square. Of course, 0 in numerator. Similarly, in the place of x, when we put the value of xp in this place, then we get p minus p 0. And we know that 10 0 means it is 0. So we can see 0 by 0, which is indeterminate form. So don't substitute directly in this question. So we can arrange this term in the theorem, in the property. So we have, this is the property x minus p and x plus p, and denominator is same. Now we can arrange like this. Limit x tends to p. Now x minus p divided by 10x minus p. So this term will be the 1, and the limit x tends to p, and we have x plus p. So this one. So यसरी हामी अरेन्ज गर्छौं. हामीसँग हामीले भर्खरै यो टर्म र यो टर्मलाई अरेन्ज गरौं. यो टर्म र यो टर्मलाई अरेन्ज गरिसकेका छौं. यो अरेन्ज गर्नुको ऑब्जेक्टिभ के हो? This will be 1. We can use the property. We can use the rule. And we have the remaining term, this one. Again, we have the limit. Your term ko lagi pani limit is same. So we can break down these two terms by inserting limit and limit. Limit हामी जति ठाउँमा पनि युज गर्न सक्छौं. कुनै प्रब्लम छैन. So this term will be 1. And when x is equal to p, limit को value राखौं. Limiting value of x is p. Then it will be p plus p. So finally it will be 2p. So in this case, we are using this formula, limit theta tends to 0, theta divided by tan theta is also 1. So this is also one of the formula. theta upon tan theta when theta tends to 0. That means also it is 1. So यो फर्मुला हामी यो स्टेपमा लाउँदा यो कर्ली ब्रैकेट भित्रको होल टर्म चाहिँ it will be 1. So 1 times this means this one, p plus p 2p. So in this way we can use this formula while solving for such type of question.